Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
10 cycles. Set. Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ready. Fight. Black Ultra. Black. 90.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Packers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a 3rd and 6.
White. Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Love from the gun. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Field, black. Set.
They'll set up a throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
like
on that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. 50, green. Blue striker. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 10 flat.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And now keep on the ground with Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now they're on into something else. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I almost wonder trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. That is caught. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Vikings pass. Intercepted.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
We'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
It's another 1st down and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Now they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go now. Blue strike 50. Green. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Black, 95. Check, huh?
Throwing. Love. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are
yeah,
playing.
right. Too humble. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. An inside give to Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now McCarthy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on, set.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Yellow, go. Blue, striker. Cut.
Working out of the gun. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations.
A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers had 6 to their lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get... Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. We saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's McCarthy. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And they'll get this down to the 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
At the 10-yard line.
Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This is cool. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a third and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 52 blue, triple 38. Go red. Rail, yellow. Set, hut.
Love now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Blue, go. Black, 95. Red, 10 cycle. Green jack. Ready.
Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Chop, 17.
2nd and 6.
Glove. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Down. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On the set.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Steal, black. Hut, hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. He gets that one complete to Wentz. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go. Red, 38. Set.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 33, yellow. 52
Love
black.
wants to shift things around.
Black ultra. Set.
2nd down and goal. Love. And he rifles one incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Ready, ready.
Now Love. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. McCarthy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Second and 5. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To the air with McCarthy. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football first down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Set, ready. 10 black. Blaster, 6. Set.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Black 40. Green Jack. Smash. Red.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 34 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And now an audible here into something else. McCarthy operating from the gun. Open man, that's Felton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
The work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running right, Jones. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hawkinson. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's complete to Wicks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And now Love going to change things up. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here we go, set. Red, 38. 22 needle. Red, yellow. Hut.
Throwing. Love. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the fourth quarter driver's seat, still up 3. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Here we go. 50, green. You, yellow. 10.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
45, 1. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. But look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Minnesota.
Here's McCarthy. This one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now McCarthy. This one brought in by Jefferson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. This second and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, Going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuck from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd down, goal to go. Looking to throw. McCarthy on the screen. This is Mason. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Third and goal, McCarthy. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Black 40. Set,
Love. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Across midfield. Here's 1st down. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, got to carry the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down. On play action, down McCarthy. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
To the right goes Mason. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he's in for the touchdown! And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ultra. Let's go. 10 Edo blue. Hey, green. Claws red. Set.
Now Love. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Minnesota, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here